Immigrants. They exist. Now, they're not just like a modern invention that popped out of nowhere. They've existed since, like, before humans. Regardless, we're going to be talking about a specific type. Irish. Does that make sense? We're talking about Irish people moving to America. Especially during the 1800s and 1900s. During the 1800s and 1900s, people from around the world moved to the United States. People from, like, Italy, Germany, Ireland, North Dakota. Not that one. But we're during Ireland, because we're talking about Ireland here, from 1845 through 1852, there's a Great Potato Famine. That's not good. What was it called again? Phytophthora, which literally translates from Greek to the destroyer of plant, to just spread it throughout Ireland, infecting the potato crop, causing a lot of people to starve to death because, you know, there wasn't that many edible potatoes left, because, you know, all of them were infected with Phytophthora, or whatever that's called. And also forced 2 million people to move out of their country. And even before the potato blight, a lot of Irish people were in poverty and wishing an opportunity to, you know, not be in poverty. Because of this, a lot of them moved to the United States of America and to the Republic for which it stands. The best and only way that these immigrants traveled to the United States was through boat. Now, the boat that these immigrants traveled on were separated by class. The upper deck was reserved for more wealthier and high-class individuals, while the below deck, also known as steerage, was where the more poor, unwealthy people, you know, were. While the upper deck had nice furnished rooms and nice comfy couches and, you know, with delicious foods and fresh water. Below deck, it was very unsanitary and was very crowded with small little bunks for them to sleep on. And also, the food wasn't very good and there wasn't that much water. When immigrants came to the United States, they were processed at one of 2 main islands before they officially entered the United States. Wow. One was Ellis Island in New York, and the other was Angel Island in California. The one in New York was, dealt with more European immigrants, while the one in California dealt with more immigrants from Asia. Now we're going to be talking about Ellis Island, because this video is about Ireland. And Ireland is not part of Asia. Now, the Ellis Island used to be like a little tiny 3.3 acres big, but then was built to 27.5 acres. Wow, that's a lot. Now, they used the soil that they dug up from the subway stations that was in, New York when, they were being built. And now, listen to me, the first immigrant to pass through Ellis Island to enter the United States was Annie Moore. She was Irish. Wait a minute, my video is about Ireland. In June 15th, 1897, a fire broke out on Ellis Island. Oof! And completely burned down the building. Like, completely. And also lost over 40 years of immigration records. They decided to rebuild the building on Ellis Island, and making sure this time it's not not going to burn down. Made sure it's fireproof, and not just made of wood. And this new building was opened on sometime, if I could remember, December 17th, December 17th, 1900, just 1900. When the boat actually got to the United States, the first class immigrants got to, go first. And then the rest of the people were sent to Ellis Island for medical and legal inspection. The building on Ellis Island was very unsanitary. And the doctors would, overlook, overlook the immigrants, and if they were in good health, they were sent to the next section. But if they, that guy, he has a disease, he's, a very bad disease, then they were detained until a doctor could get, another look at him. If they passed that, then they would go to the next section, which was the interview. They interviewed them, was like, yep. If everything was in check, then they're able to, enter the United States. Wow. Which this usually took like 3 to 5 hours. Wow. But if something was wrong or, fishy, then they were detained. And, about, 2% of immigrants were denied access to the United States. Whew, that's it. Congratulations, you have now officially entered the United States. Yay! You need a job now. Now, many Irish men found jobs in back-breaking, hard-working positions, and, they worked in constructions of railroads, canals, and don't even get me started on coal mines. Coal mines, very unventilated, many people died. These jobs are often unwanted by other workers, but what are you going to do? You have no other options, so you got to do these jobs in order to feed you and your family. And that's all I have for this section. This one is really short. The next one's even shorter. When Irish immigrants came to the United States, there was some backlash. Even though America was supposed to be the place for freedom of religion, so you can practice whatever religion you like, a lot of people were anti-Catholic in America, and Irish people, a lot of them were Catholic. So, that didn't... People don't like other people because of their religion. Happens, which is dumb, but it did happen. And also, Irish people faced some pretty bad stereotypes, racial stereotypes, like being drunk and being more, angry. Like, really? Come on. We're all human beings here. No, that's dumb. Whoa! Oof. Now don't think that there's no Irish culture in America, because you would be wrong. See, St. Patrick's Day? You ever heard that? Yeah. That celebrates St. Patrick coming to Ireland and spreading Christianity, and also just celebrates Irish culture as a whole. Many Americans celebrate this holiday, and they do this by just wearing green on May 17th. Or March 17th, sorry. March 17th. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to start wearing green right now. Well, actually, I'm not going to. You want to know why? Because my grandma says that we should wear orange. Why? Well, my great-grandma, Mary Boone, came from Ireland, but not just any part of Ireland, the northern part, where they were, a lot of them were Protestants, which, if we take a look at the Irish flag here, you can see that right here, green represents the Catholic, and the orange represents the Protestants, and the white line in the middle represents the peace between them. And I am out of breath, because am tired from jumping and doing that take like 500 times. Anyways, this video hopefully gets me a decent grade. And